What's up, everyone? Happy Saturday. It's February 13th, right? Tomorrow's Valentine's Day. Almost forgot about that. Important day for all you men out there, in case you need to get your woman something. Don't forget. So today is my week 6 weigh-in on my journey back to fit, you guys. And I'll be jumping on the scale, doing my measurements just like I do every single week. I'm curious because this week I was paleo, right? So paleo is a whole food diet, and I did paleo this week, but I did it in a healthy way. And so I'm curious to know, adding in extra carbs, because I wasn't in ketosis this week, because I added in things like potatoes and sweet potatoes and berries. Not a ton. I would say less than 100 grams of carbs per day. But I was paleo this week, so we'll see if adding in those carbs affected my number on the scale, if at all, or did it not make a difference at all. My theory is that I still lost weight because I still stayed in a caloric deficit, even adding in the extra carbohydrates. So a lot of people think, especially doing keto, like, oh, if I eat carbs, I will gain all the weight back. Well, we'll put that to the test today. I felt pretty good this week. My sleep was really good this week, adding in the extra carbs at night, like having one sweet potato or a couple, smaller potatoes. My sleep, I wouldn't say improved a whole lot, but still stayed pretty good compared to what it was before when I was doing keto. Next week will be vegan, you guys, so make sure and tune in to see, how I did on the vegan diet, and then the next week after that will be vegetarian. So let me start taking my clothes off for you guys. Sorry, hold on a second. Because I gotta walk the walk and gotta jump on the scale, okay? As you can see, for me, one thing that's noticeable with my body is like my upper body is starting to come in, becoming more chiseled. Like my pecs and my shoulders, my traps are starting to become more defined. Biceps, triceps are there as well. The upper abs are starting to come in. Can you guys see the upper abs? But the thing that takes the longest to get rid of is the lower belly fat, okay? And the love handles for me. And the butt, of course. The butt and the love handles, this lower area, so it kind of slowly melts down, from top to bottom. So that's what is expected to happen, but we'll see. I'm going to jump on the scale today. And let's see where my number's at, even adding in carbohydrates, right? So let's see where we are. Oh, I just turned it off. Hold on a second. Hold on. And my mic. There we go. Set. I gotta add my height and my age. Okay. So last week I was 218.8 pounds. Okay, 218.8. Let's see where I'm at today. Drum roll, please. Boom. 215.8, you guys, exactly. So that's an exact 3 pounds loss, even adding in carbohydrates. And this is what this is my theory, but I wanted to make sure it showed up on the scale first and foremost, was that people, when they do keto, they think, or if they do keto, they're like, oh, well, you'll lose weight on keto, but as soon as you add in carbs, you'll gain all that weight back. Is that necessarily true, or is that just a myth? It depends. If you add carbs and a caloric surplus, meaning you're eating more calories than you should be, then yes, you will gain the weight back. But if you keep your calories at a caloric deficit, for me, I still stayed around 1,800 to 2,000, which is what I've been doing this whole time, the past 6 weeks on keto or with paleo now this week, I still lost weight. So 218.8 pounds to 215.8 pounds. So I'm making that progress, even with some carbohydrates, you guys. So it's not necessarily that carbs are the enemy. It's just if you're using the carbs, like you're working out, you're exercising, and you're staying at a caloric deficit, then you can still see results, no matter what people tell you, okay? Let's also, because the scale's one thing, let's also see if my measurements change, because that's another form of measurement, because sometimes, you might lose weight on the scale, but you might not lose any inches, or vice versa, okay? So we'll see, because adding in carbs, you do retain more water, and that's just science. You're going to retain more water when you add in carbohydrates. So last week, my waist was 40 43.5 inches. This week, 40 inches. Another ½ inch lost in my waist, you guys. So still making progress on the inches, which is definitely noticeable for me. Like I can fit into things now. My hips last week were 43.5 inches. Let's see where they're at today. 43 inches. Boom. So another ½ inch lost in my hips, ½ inch lost in my waist. It means it's still working. The workouts that I have, that I've created are working really well for my body. They're responding really well. And, thousands of people doing this journey with me, they've seen lots of progress as well during this journey, not just me. And so it works. The program works, you guys. If you stay consistent, a lot of this journey is mental and emotional for people. And that's why if you stick with a program, you stay consistent with it, I promise you'll get stronger, your endurance will improve, your performance will get better. The inches will start to go down. The weight, you can't really control what happens on the scale for the most part. All you can control is how much you eat. For the most part, right? I know a lot of it's biological and we have addictions and cravings and things like that, but ultimately it comes down to a choice. And you can control your workouts. You can control you going to the gym, putting in the work. Like today's a super rainy day and I definitely would love to sleep in and not have to, well, today's not a workout day, it's an active recovery day. But yesterday was the same, where it's like, okay, I'm sore, I'm tired, I would love to sleep in, but I got up, did my workout. And that's the thing is I am accountable to the thousands of people doing this journey with me, and they're accountable to me too. So we keep each other motivated. So what I'm saying is find an accountability partner, and that makes a huge difference. But, we still have about 12 weeks left to go on this journey, you guys. I'm definitely making some progress, as you can tell. Like my belly is not as big, even if this is me sticking it out right now, okay? And that's me sucking it in. So I still got a ways to go. And like I said, the lower belly fat and the love handle area and the butt, for me, on my body, is kind of takes the longest to get rid of. So if you are on this journey and you are seeing small progress, that's still progress, you guys. So stick with it. Don't give up on yourself. You guys can do this, okay? We're going to do this together, okay? So we'll see you guys back here next Saturday. Have a great weekend. Happy Valentine's Day if you celebrate that. If not, then who cares? It's just another day, right? But have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you guys soon.